If someone shows you a beautiful piece of farmland, don't make your decision just by looking at the trees and the view. The real question is, can this land actually support a productive farm? Welcome to day 8 of my 90-day journey with Crestview Evergreen Farms. Yesterday, I spoke about how different crops have different time horizons. But before we decide what to grow, there is much more basic question. Is the land itself suitable? When we evaluate agricultural land, there are several things we need to look at. The first, and probably one of the most important, is water. What is a water source? Is it reliable? How much water is available? And can the farm manage its water requirement throughout the year? Then comes soil. Different crops need different soil conditions. So we need to understand the soil and whether it is suitable for the agriculture plan we have in mind. The next question is access. It may sound simple, but it is very important. Can people reach the farm easily? Can farm equipments move around? Can produce be transported out? Then we look at the location, the topography. Is the land flat or slopey? How does water move across the property? Are there areas that may need special planning? We also need to consider the local climate and what crops are naturally suitable for that region. And then there is something that is not visible when you stand on the land: documents and title. Before developing any property, we need to understand the ownership, document, and applicable requirements properly. This is where professional due diligence become very important. I also want to make one thing very clear. You should not buy land simply because someone says this area is going to develop or the land price will definitely increase. Those things should never be the only reason for choosing agricultural land. For Crestview, the question is, can this property support the agricultural vision we have for it? And sometimes, after studying a property, the right decision may be to walk away. I think that is exactly a sign of responsible business. Because if we are asking people to trust us with their money or their land, we have to be willing to say no when a property does not make sense. The objective is not to collect as much land as possible. The objective is to identify the right land for the right agricultural purpose. And once we identify the right property, then we can start asking, what should we do? Or what should we grow? How should we manage the water? How should we improve the soil? What infrastructure is needed? And how do we make the farm productive over the long term? That's where the real planning begins. This is day 8 of my 90-day journey with Crestview Evergreen Farms. Tomorrow we will go deeper into one of the most important subjects in farming, that is water. Because without a reliable water strategy, even the best agricultural land can become very difficult to manage. If you are interested in farmland, agriculture, and sustainable real asset, subscribe and follow the journey. This is Christopher Nelson from Crestview Evergreen Farms, growing with purpose, growing for the future, signing off.